everyone, welcome to Tia's Natural Soaps. Today I will be making some face cream. You see my shirt? It says don't be a, let me see if I can pull the top up, salty bitch. But that's fading off. So I love this t-shirt. But anywho, I'm going to be making my face cream. I haven't made this in a while, so I'm going to have to look at my recipe. Here's all my 1001 oils I have to be using. Some stearic acid and emulsified wax. And because I want this shelf life to last a little longer, I will be putting some, what am I putting? Some preservative in here. Because I am using water to make this, some distilled water and rose water. Okay, I got my oils melted, my wax melted. And here's my rose water and distilled water. I'm going to pour this in. And you know oil and water doesn't mix. So I'm just going to stick blend this a little bit. Then here I'm adding my oil. This will make it thicken up. See that? Okay, let me make sure I scrape all of this out. I'm going to whip this up. Okay, I had to change my head on my stick blender because that other stuff is popping all over the place. I did add some vitamin E oil in there since I started stick blending. It did cool down some. So you add your vitamin E oil. You don't add it when the oil is water mixture is too hot because it'll just get rid of the properties in your vitamin E. So you always make sure your stuff cool down before adding any vitamin E oil. So this is nice incorporated. I'm going to let this cool down. And once this cools down, then I can mix it again. It'll get thick. Okay, you see how this thickening up? See how it is on the thing? It's starting to coat it. So I'm going to let it cool down a little more. Okay, here's my finished product. So while it's loose, I can pour it. I have these little jars here. Come with the little lid. And it also have a protector on top of it. So you just... And I have some pump bottles too. So I'm going to try my pump bottles. And you'll see how this thickens up once it cools down. But you want to pour it while it's still loose. I haven't made it in a while, so I kind of don't remember the consistency once it cools down. And this is a very light facial cream. And a lot of people use my kojic acid soap. So they request some stuff for like drying. So I'm going to have them try these. And I need to get my pump up. I bought pump up bottles years ago for someone who was going out of business and she was moving across the country. I think she said she was moving to California. I think she said she was moving. And she was from Maryland, so she was selling all her stuff. And I bought it and never used it. Okay, here are my pump bottles, my air pump bottles. This is the top. See, aren't they nice? Never used them. Got a whole case back there. So I'm going to pour this stuff in here and see how it sets up. And see if I can squeeze it through the air pump. And I'm only going to, maybe I should use a funnel. think I got it. There you go. I'm going to see if anything else come. I think it's just this thing, but I'm going to check. I also found this little bottle, so I'm going to pour some in here. And this is an air pump as well. Okay, this is cooled down tremendously, so I'm going to show you how thick it is now that it cooled down. See that? This will be my sample. This is a face cream. See how it just rubs in your skin? It gives it a glow, but it's not oily. It's like silky smooth. So I'm going to wait till all of these cool down because you do not want to put a top on it while it's still warm. They're a little warm. So I'm going to let them cool down for a couple of hours, then put the lid on and check to see if the actual pump works. This is a facial cream. Once you wash your face, cleanse your face, taking off your makeup or whatever, you can put this on. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. But, and then I'm going to try to do some labels, and I think I'm going to do some different labels for this because I want it to look kind of professional. But thanks for watching Terri's Natural Soaps. Toodles. Oops. Okay, here's my pump bottle. Oh, and it comes out very well. This is an air pump, so it doesn't have like, you know, those straw things in it. There you go. Thanks for watching. Toodles.